Hi, everybody, and welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a pleasant night to each and every one of you, wherever you are out in your favorite time zone. My name is Frank Allan. It's 8 p.m. on the East Coast, 5 p.m. on the West Coast. It's Friday morning in London town. You've got 1 a.m. there, and in Tokyo, Japan, it's exactly 10 a.m. So welcome aboard, everybody. We thank you so much for being with us for another great hour of Talkback Live. Now we're here every Thursday. You can depend on that. Every Thursday we're here, and we invite you all for coming in and sharing the time with us wherever you may be, because we've got so many things to talk about, and we want to make sure that that you're out there enjoying with us and having a good time. So let's get going and let's get started right away. Now, we're going to be here, as I said, for a whole full hour. That's what we're going to be here for. And of course, you're going to want to be here with us because we're going to make the scene with you. So stay with us. We've got a lot to talk about, and it's going to be fun. Now, we've got so many things going. I'm trying. Technically, we've got. Okay, technically, we're there. We're right there. Technically, we're right there. Okay, we're right there. Technically, okay. I can't understand what's going on YouTube. When I getting something on YouTube, I'm not sure what it is, geez, I don't know. We're on Facebook, that's for sure. And we're also on Instagram too. They're watching us on Instagram as well. And those of you who follow us each week, we come in and bring you all kinds of talk and good information. Now, coming up this hour, before it's all over, as a matter of fact, not far away from now, Brian Kemp is going to be along with us. Brian Kemp will be along with us with the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. And of course, you're going to want to be around for that. That's happening. And please be along with us. I'm trying to still figure out what's happening there on YouTube. We're not getting anything going here. I'm not sure. We're probably not on the air on YouTube. I don't know. We're probably not on the air on YouTube. They got us there, but I see the light is on, but I'm not sure what's happening. Anyway, we're on Facebook. That's where we are. And we want to thank you guys for being part of the action and making sure all of your friends are with us. And those of you who are watching us on Facebook, right? Tag your friends right now. Let them know that we're on the air and they can be part of us too as well. And if you're watching us on YouTube, which, you know, we're having a problem with that, we'll get that straightened out somehow. You're going to want to, you know, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because this way you'll never miss a show. You'll never miss a show on a YouTube channel. So please bear that in mind. Also, if you are watching us on Instagram, you want to follow us just as well, all right? And we're going to keep moseying along. It's been here in New York, I don't know, something about the weather was just right. By the way, if you want to chime in on conversation, we invite you to do so. We're going to be right here with you. All you have to do is let us know what's happening, and we will talk to you. I'll see you right there on the big screen. And all you have to do is just say what you have to say. And of course, we'll entertain your thoughts and ideas, give your comments and questions and all of that. And that's all here. But we had here in New York, I don't know about where you are weather-wise, but here in New York, it was like really crazy. I mean, we had like really damp weather. Well, of course, you know, last week, right, we had the snowstorm, right? And we figured that was all over. The snow was piled up on the street. And, but now, you know, for whatever reason, it's just, you know, the rain comes down. And over the weekend, I'm already told starting tomorrow, we're supposed to be getting some more precipitation, more snow, more wet rain, slick roads. But I don't think it's going to be as intense as it was before, you know, last weekend. But we're going to try our best to get over it. So wherever you are, we want to thank you so much for being along with us. It's 4 minutes past the hour right now. Actually, it's 5 minutes past the hour right now. And in case you're just joining us, the name of the show is called Talkback Live. And of course, we're going to be here for a whole hour. And, you know, I say this every week. And the reason why I say it, because I actually believe in it, about this coronavirus. And it's taking us by storm. It really is. And this coronavirus is just one of the things that we're trying to make sure that everybody is safe. And what we try to do each week, we want to make sure that you are safe with it. And we want you to go out there and get all of your vaccinations, get vaccinated. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for vaccinations. And those of you who are already have been vaccinated, that's great. And if you're eligible for a booster, get that. Now we have 3 vaccines on the market. You already know that. We have the Pfizer, we have the Moderna, and we have the J&J, which is Johnson & Johnson. The Pfizer and Moderna, that's a 2-shot deal. After that, you're fully vaccinated. 6 months after that, you should get boosted. That's what they're saying. If you're doing J&J, of course, Johnson & Johnson, that's 1 shot. 2 months after that, get boosted and everything will be fine. Now, for those of you who are still on the fence, think about it. It's very important. As a matter of fact, they say now hospitalization it's down. Cases, hospitalization, they're going down. So that sounds good to me. And the reason why it's going down, because everyone is doing that part. Continue to wear your mask, continue to wear your hand sanitizer, and all of those things that has to be done. It's very important. And of course, it's important to me. It should be to you. And so we invite you to stay with us and get those vaccinations. Now I have information just in case a lot of you may be in areas where, you know, you're not sure what it is to get vaccinated, where to go, who to see. Well, it's all a matter of Googling. In your local area, there's places all over. Now, I have information that I give out each week. And if you look up in the area, you have that area over there that I have every week where you can go and get vaccinated, right? And I have this number called COVID-19 test. Now, those of you who are not familiar with that, that's a number I've been giving out every week, COVID-19. Now, that COVID-19 can get you places, even if this is a local number in New York, but no matter where you are, you can call and get some kind of information still. And that number to call is 718-638-7682. That's 718-638-7682. Call that number. Talk to someone. Someone is live. Someone will be there to answer all of your questions and give you the information that you need, tell you where to go to get vaccinated or get tested. You know, if you're feeling sick, get tested by all means. It doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long. All you have to do is call them and say, you know, like I need that test. And if you feel sick, do it, get the test, stay home for about 10 days, and then take the test again to make sure that you are negative so you can get back in action. Because the virus spreads like wildfire. We already know that. So ladies and gentlemen, we want you to do that and make sure everything is copacetic in that area. So thank you so much for being so. And now, also, those of you who live in New York City, got to take care of all my people in New York City. In New York City, you know, there's a, if you're Moderna, you're taking Moderna, I've got information for you. Here's what it is. It's Moderna boosters and COVID-19 PCR testing is now available at the following stations. That's Times Square, 42nd Street. And you also have it at over there at the West Passage that's the passageway. That's between the Lexington Avenue line and the Lexington Avenue Grand Central Shuttle. And that's on Monday through Sunday between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. And the Grand Central Station Terminal street level over at 89 East 42nd Street. That's between Monday through Sunday from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. No appointments are necessary. Don't have to worry about it. No appointments are necessary. Just walk right there and do it. And you can check for scheduling updates because sometimes they may update them by going on to this website, new, new.mta.info/vax. Again, that's new, new.mta.info/vax. And of course, you could find out where to go there, and they will take care of you. They will take care of you very well. So we look forward to that, and that's all happening right there. Okay, let's see. What are the other things I want to talk about? Is that we've received some news, of course, in the entertainment area. You know about that, the entertainment area. Howard Hessman, actor Howard Hessman. He's a prolific actor, character actor, who became a beloved TV, mainstream TV actor through his roles on sitcoms like WKRP in Cincinnati and Head of the Class. Died last Saturday, as a matter of fact, at Cena-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. And the complications was colon surgery, and he had undergone last summer. And he was 81 years old. So we send our condolences out there to everyone who are friends of his, family, friends, relatives, all of that. And of course, you know, those things, they do happen. So we wait around for that. Okay, I am seeing that, okay. I am seeing that, I'm not sure on Facebook. I'm looking at Facebook. If you give me time, ladies and gentlemen, because I think I lost my signal on Facebook as well, but we're going to try. We're going to try to get it back because we're doing a new thing. We're doing a split screen thing with Brian Camp, and we're doing it through Zoom. And we're here live, but I'm not sure if we have the signal on, I know we missed out on it when we missed out on YouTube. I don't know what happened to that, but I see, yeah, I see we're still live on Facebook. Okay, I see that. So that's good. I don't know what's happening with YouTube. Got to figure out what happened. Anyway, if you're just joining us, it's 12 minutes past the hour, coming up to 13 minutes past the hour. My name is Frank Allan. The name of the show is called Talk Back Live, and we're live with you each week. And of course, we bring you information talk. And if you'd like to stay in touch with us or be part of the show, if you have anything to say, of course, we would love to hear from you. We would love to hear from you. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let us know where you are. And you know something, I'm going to check the signal on Facebook. I know it says we're live on Facebook right now. I can see that, but I am going to go directly to Facebook and check out the signal and see. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're right there. Okay, we're right there. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, so so there you have that information, and please keep in mind, again, you need to be vaccinated. Please do that. That's very important. We would like to get everybody vaccinated so we can get things going. Now, later on in the program, also, as we always do, we have information for you. Those classic movies that you love so much, classic movies, right there. Oh, you know about those classic movies. Yeah, the classic movies from Turner Classic Movies. Well, I have a few of them for you. And we're going to make sure that we get those out to you because I know you like them. And those of you who are watching us, stay with us too on Instagram. Instagram people right there. I see them. They're right there. So I just want to say hi to you guys. Someone just said, not on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. Someone just said that. But I'm checking out the signal on Facebook, and it's there. And I think Kevin just told me, he says, I'm not on Facebook. Is that true? I don't know. I see the signal there. Hey, Kevin, you want to check that out again for me? Check that out again for me and let me know, because it's got to be there. I'm on Facebook now, and I see it. We're doing a new thing, ladies and gentlemen, so we got to get the bugs out of everything. We're supposed to be live streaming right through Zoom. And the reason why we're doing this is because of the fact that we're trying to get the, how we get the Brian Camp and DJP on screen with us. Well, that's what we're doing tonight. So we want to make sure we've got that. I'm not sure. I know, well, we'll see what happens. Let me see what happens. Brian Camp should be phoning in pretty soon. It's 1:15 now. And this is the usual time that he comes in. As a matter of fact, yeah, he's here now. You know something? He is here now. And his name is there. His name is there. There he is. Why don't you open up your mic?
My mic is open.
I don't get any signal. I don't get any mic signal from you. Open up the mic.
Can you hear me now?
Nope, not getting it.
What about now?
Maybe it's because maybe I should use headphones. I don't know.
Could be, but I'm right here.
I'm not sure what's going on with this.
Can you hear me now?
Let's see. He's there. Your mic is open. I see that.
Yeah.
And you're talking?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm not sure what's going on.
I'll try it again. I'll try it again.
I don't know.
I'll try it again.
Where'd you want?
I'll try it again.
I don't understand him. I don't understand. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. He has his mic open, but I can't hear him. And gee, am I supposed to wear headphones for this? I don't think so. No, I don't. And besides, where would I put them? Okay, he said he's going to try it again. He's going to try to get back on again. I'm not sure what's happening here. But Kevin, watching us on Instagram, we are live on Facebook. We are live. I'm waiting for him. He's going to do it over again. And when he comes back, we'll do that. The thing is, can I be heard? That's the whole thing. Can I be heard? You know, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. I am not sure what's going on. I mean, he's there, and we've got to get these bugs out of this thing here. I don't know. I still can't hear you. I still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I
don't know.
Your mic is open, but I still can't hear you.
Oh boy. I don't know. Maybe because I don't know, because you just
Okay.
did the audio part.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It says join meeting. I'm not sure. I'm doing everything I can to see what's going on with you. I'm pretty sure it's not on my part.
I hear you clear. I hear you clear.
Can you hear me though?
Yes.
You can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. You got a sign that you could put up there where I could, because I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
He hears me, but I can't hear him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got to figure out what's going on here. Let's see. Your camera is on. I hear you.
I'll try one more time. One more time.
Okay, he's going to try it one more time. He's going to try it one more time. Boy, I wish I knew what was going on here. I shouldn't have to wear headphones. It should come right through the speaker. Oh, wait a minute. You know something? I think I know what's happening. I think I know what's happening. When he comes on, I think I know what's happening. I think I, okay. I think I know what's happening. Okay. I think I, the whole thing is I'm getting a lot of feedback. The whole thing is I'm getting a lot of feedback. Okay. Let me try it again. Okay, I think I could hear Brian this time. I think I could hear Brian this time. I think I could hear Brian this time. Yeah, Brian, you're there.
I'm there. Can
Yeah,
you hear me?
you're there. You know, it was my problem. I didn't have my speaker up.
I'm there.
And I get this feedback, which what I'm going to do.
I hear your feedback. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we're on a delay here. And I got to find out how to do that. But anyway, look, do your sports. Do your sports.
Okay. Good evening, everybody out there, everywhere in the world. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Zoom. Hello, everybody. It's Brian Camp here for sports. It is 60 degrees and raining. Yes, but the temperature is mild. So I'm glad that everybody's out there, or whoever's out there. I greet you all. Good evening. So let me get to the sports. There's a lot of things to talk about. First things first, I want to say happy belated birthday to Jackie Robinson, who the 31st of January, his birthday had just passed. So happy birthday to him. I don't usually do birthdays that already passed. I only do what's for today, but today is his birthday. Speaking of Jackie Robinson, a plaque honoring Jackie, baseball legend Jackie Robinson, was vandalized in Georgia and it's going to be coming to the Kansas City Negro Leagues Baseball Museum in Kansas City to be put on display. The sign was erected in 2001. It was damaged outside the birthplace of Jackie Robinson near Cairo, Georgia. Now, community members there discovered last year that someone had shot the plaque, multiple times. Museum Vice President and curator Ray Dowswell told the Kansas City Star that displaying the face marker is an opportunity to teach the public about Robinson's stories and combat hate. As you all know, he broke into the Major League Baseball barrier in 1947 to break the color barrier to become the first African American to play in the major leagues, and no more segregation. Now all kinds of people all over the world from different nationality is eligible to play Major League Baseball in America. So that's where we stand right there. Spring training is likely to be delayed after the CBA meeting yields no progress between the Major League Baseball and Major League Baseball Players Association. Now, while pitchers and catchers are scheduled to report to some camps as early as February 14th, that's Valentine's Day, players and executives both anticipate the start of spring training will be postponed. So don't get your hopes up too high. So that's where we stand. All right, we're just maybe a week and a half away from Super Bowl 56 in Los Angeles, as the Los Angeles Rams are going to be playing on their home field for the Super Bowl against the Cincinnati Bengals. So there you have it. We're gonna have Super Bowl 56. Next week I'll give you who's going to be performing at halftime. There's going to be tons of commercials and funny commercials and things like that. So just be prepared to get your chicken wings and everything else, just to have fun, sit back, enjoy the game. I personally don't go out to no sports bar to watch a Super Bowl. I'd rather be home so I could listening to the games, listening to the announcers, and enjoy and yelling and screaming all by myself. So whatever makes you happy, your choice, go watch the Super Bowl. It's the biggest event of the year in sports, to me, in all sports. Legendary Tom Brady has announced his retirement from baseball at the age of 44, winning a record 7 Super Bowls, more than anybody else. In fact, he has won more Super Bowls than teams, period. Nobody else has won, as a team, won 7 Super Bowls, but he won 7 Super Bowls. He holds records of 96,969 passing yards, 707 passing touchdowns, game-winning drives of 67, 47 comeback victories at 51, and won a record of 277 wins. So congratulations to Tom Brady. He's considered the GOAT. I consider him the greatest quarterback of all time and the most accomplished winner. I don't know about the GOAT, because for a football player to be known as the greatest of all time, it's hard to say, because they got to play both offense and defense, and they don't do that. That's the only sport that do not play that. So congratulations anyhow to Tom Brady. Washington football team finally have a new name for the franchise. They are called the Washington Commanders. Announced on this past Wednesday. Back in July of 2020, the team abandoned the Redskin name, which had been since 1937. They've been named that team, the Redskins, since 1937. The name had long been deemed offensive and was routinely denounced by Native American groups as an ethnic slur. So that's why they have changed the name, because when sponsors like Amazon and FedEx all decided that they're going to drop their sponsorship, that's a lot of money. So they got pressure from the outside, and that's why they changed the name. That's a smart move. That had to have been a smart move. Now, this has been a touchy subject for the last 3 or 4 days. We still got problems in the world of sports. Brian Flores is suing the National Football League for racist of not being hired. Now, Brian Flores is a black coach. They back 19 years ago, they had this Rooney Rules. It was called the Rooney Rules, where you have to interview at least 2 black coaches for a job. Well, that has failed tremendously. You know, anybody could say, and I want to get right to the point. If you're going to say that you're going to interview, that doesn't mean that your intent was to hire a black coach. I'm not saying you have to hire a black coach, but at least give the black coach a fair shot at it. And we got 32 owners. They're all white owners. Now, there's been speculation for years that the black coaches feel that they've been not treated right. There's only one African-American coach in the NFL and one Hispanic coach in the NFL. Out of 32 teams, only 2 people of color. And this has been going on and on. We can go on the names of every sport where racism is not wanted, but it is in every sport. You don't have to agree with it, but it is true. So he is suing the NFL, claiming that his owner of the Miami Dolphins have allegedly, got to say allegedly, offered to pay him $100,000 a game, each game he lost back in last season. So they could tank these games to get a higher draft pick. Now, former Cleveland Browns coach Hugh Jackson came forth yesterday and said that he too was offered a pay of money too to tank games, so he could, so his owner could just get a higher draft pick. And this has been going on for a while. Coaches are coming, former coaches are coming Now, Hugh Jackson, he went 1-15 in 2016. 1-15. Then the next year he went 0-16 in 2017, and each got #1 draft picks. But Jackson was fired midway through the 2019 season. So what does that do? They want you to tank games. They want to get rid of you, but they get what they want. Coaches and players don't like losing. They will not tank games. So there's a major lawsuit that's coming out, more to come, and it's going to get uglier and uglier. If this is true, then these owners could lose their franchise. Believe it or not, they could be voted out. So, and even if, and now they say that they wish they could be. Well, they have Black people that have money. They're billionaires. Well, that's not the issue of money. You got to be voted in. You could be a trillionaire, but you still got to get voted in within the group and become a coach. So stay tuned. This thing in sports, February 3rd, 1876, Albert Spalding invested $800 to start a sporting goods company. That's the sporting good company where you see on baseballs, tennis balls, basketball, and football. So Spalding is a sporting goods store that's out. I don't know if they still exist, but they've been out since 1876. Everybody have touched at least a Spalding ball. 1924, Canada defeated the U.S. 6-1 to retain the Olympic ice hockey gold medal won at the 1920 games. So that's a very important day. 1942, baseball owners agreed to permit each club up to 14 night games in 1942. 1976, 26 NBA All-Star game at the Spectrum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. East defeats the West 123 to 110 to 119. 123 to 119. Dave Bing was named MVP for the East. 1979, Minnesota Twins trade Rod Carew to California for 4 players. In 1989, Baseball National League announced Yankee broadcaster Bill White to become the first African-American president for the National League. 1990, Dow Strawberry voluntarily enters the Smithers Center for Alcohol Rehabilitation. And in 1993, Cincinnati Reds owner Mars Schott suspended for 1 year due to, you got it, to racist comments. Here it is. We're living in a country where we say racist thing, and I'm going to be fair. I'm going to say this. Whoopi Goldberg was suspended for 2 weeks from The View for making a comment that she later did apologize, sincerely apologize, for saying that the Holocaust wasn't about race, it was about something else. But she was on CNN that same night, she was not on CNN, but the next day on The View, she did clarify it, and she deeply was sorry. But ABC Network had to suspend her for 2 weeks. So whether she comes back, we don't know. 2 weeks is something to think about, but that's not part of sports, but that's part of what we're going through as a nation of racism, and that's sports.
Yeah,
and
the Whoopi Goldberg situation was they didn't. I don't know. I guess they didn't. They suspended her the day that she made that second apology.
Yes, she did.
Yeah,
but when you have pressure coming from ethnic groups, the Jews, Blacks, or whatever ethnic group, they come at you, they come at the networks, they can make things difficult for the networks. A sorry doesn't mean anything. You said it, you said it. Now, I was watching the Janet Jackson documentary over the last weekend, and Tyler Perry made a comment about how Janet Jackson is being blackballed. That was when she performed at the Super Bowl some years ago. And he put it like this. He said, Janet Jackson is being blackballed for accidentally showing a nipple. I don't want to be graphic, but that's what he exactly said, for mistakenly showing a nipple. And she's been blackballed. How can you blackball the Jacksons, But the industry is like this, you know, the music industry, the news industry, the entertainment industry is like this. And it was an unfortunate thing with Whoopi. And if you say the wrong thing, you get caught no matter how much you apologize.
When did she allegedly supposed to be showing her nipples? It wasn't the time when Justin Bieber, not Justin Bieber, but Jason, what's his name? Justin Timberlake, when he ripped and called it a malfunction of her wardrobe.
Exactly.
We're not talking about that time, are they?
Yes, they are. Yes.
That was, how many years ago was that?
A long time. That's why she's been blackballed. That's why she has not really performed. And
It
Tyler
wasn't even her fault.
Wasn't her fault, but it's the industry. The industry, no matter who you are, you know, would they have done this to Michael Jackson? Probably not. Would they have done this to Elvis Presley? Probably not. Frank Sinatra? Probably not. But the industry has power over most of these entertainers. And that's why we're here today. So you got to be careful what you say and what you do. It's just the way it is.
I wonder if Michael Jackson was here today, how he would feel about that, because he was very close to his sister.
I don't think it would have gone well with the entertainment world, because Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson. Only a few celebrities could have that much power over what to say and what not to say. And it was an unfortunate thing that happened and that occurred. And, you know, Janet Jackson, luckily for her, she has money where she'll be okay. But to miss out on other events, it's really sad. It was a great documentary, and it's sad to say, you know.
I didn't get a chance to see it as many times as I've seen the promo, but I didn't get a chance to see it. But I'm pretty sure I can go on demand and find and check it out, because
it was on A&E and Life and the Lifetime channel. Yeah,
so I can go on A&E demand and check it out, because I don't get a chance. I see some of the documentaries right now. You know, we're keeping up with, right? There's a documentary about remember the old Playboy Club with Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
They're doing a series on that, and that's every Monday. I don't know how long the series is going. And then they did the Marilyn Monroes and all of that stuff. So I try to keep up with some of those, but I didn't get a chance to see Janet, but I will.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know something. We had a rough run beginning of the show with this, but now I figure out with that feedback.
Yes.
What I was doing, I was monitoring Facebook at the same time. So I muted Facebook, the return on Facebook, and just you learn something new. We're getting the bugs out of this.
It happens, you know. I was just turning to Facebook. I totally forgot about Facebook, and it happens. You know, we'll get the kinks out, and we'll take it from there. But I like it. I really do like this. This is great.
Yeah. Well, will we see you tomorrow?
Yes. You will see me tomorrow, and you'll be in tomorrow. Yes.
Good, because this way we'll do it right.
Lynette, say hello.
Hello, Lynette. How are you?
Good.
How's it going?
She just finished
out tonight, huh? Good to see. Does she know that she's live? Everybody sees her.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
That, by the way, is going to be an actress, and I'm going to push it. We're all pushing her to do her thing in the entertainment world, and we're going to focus. Me, who knows something about acting and knows something about the business, I'm going to make sure nobody touches her.
Give a thumb up.
Okay, you guys. Look, I'll see you back here in the morning. All right.
All right. Take care now.
Good one.
Right.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's Brian Camp with the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. And I'm so glad that we were able to get that in with all of the problems that we had with that. And we're going tomorrow when we go on the air on the talk on the coffee hour, we're going to see hopefully we'll go on YouTube. I don't know what happened with YouTube, so we're not on YouTube tonight, but we are on Instagram. And I just want to say hello to all of you guys who have joined us. Let's see, Kevin, if you're still out there, he says week, W-E-E-K, week. What week? This week, next week, the following week? I don't know what that means. He says week. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you. If you're just joining us, the name of the show is called Talk Back Live. My name is Frank Allen, and I will be with you for the rest of the show up until the top of the hour. So we'll keep things rolling as we should. Okay, here we go. Here we go. On this day in history in 1932, Shanghai Express, directed by Josef von Steinberg and starring Marlene Dietrich and Clive Brook, along with Anne May Wong. That premiered in Los Angeles, California. On this day in history, 1942 was the first Japanese air raid on Java. On this day in 1944, World War II, the United States troops captured the Marshall Islands. On this day in history in 1945, almost 1,000 flying fortresses dropped 3,000 tons of bombs on Berlin. And on this day in history, in 1947, the first Black reporter in the U.S. Congressional Press Gallery was Percival Prattis. On this day in history in 1951, the Victor Borg Show debuted on NBC TV. On this day in 1951, Tennessee Williams' play The Rose Tattoo premiered in New York City, and it became later on a movie 4 years later, starring Italian actress Anna Magnani and Burt Lancaster. On this day in history in 1958, the Royal Teens Short Short, remember that? Who wears short shorts? Well, that entered the top 40 chart and peaked at number 3. On this day in history in 1959, American Airlines Electra crashes into the East River in New York City, and it kills 65 people. On this day in history in 1959, the day, the name of the plane is called, the day the music died. I remember that. 1959, the day the music died, a plane accident that killed musicians Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, J.P. Richardson, who was known as the Big Bopper, hello, baby, and the pilot as well. And that happened in Clear Lake, Iowa. On this day in 1962, US President John F. Kennedy bans all trade and Cuban except for food and drugs. Back in 1964, Meet the Beatles album goes gold. Also back in 1964, Black and Puerto Rican students boycott New York City's public schools. In 1966, the first soft landing on the moon, that was the Soviet Luna 9. In 1967, Purple Haze was recorded by Jimi Hendrix. Back in 1971, KTSC TV, Channel 8 in Pueblo, Colorado. That was a PBS station, did their first broadcast. Back in 1971, NYPD officer Frank Serpico is shot during a drug bust while his fellow officers stood aside and failed to call assistance. Back in 1973, Dr. Hook's cover of the Rolling Stone entered top 40 and peaked at number 6. 1974, the Pajama Party closes at the Pajama Game, I should say, but Pajama Game closes at the L'Enfant Theater in New York City after 65 performances. Back in 1978, Egyptian President Anwar Sadat and President Jimmy Carter discussed Middle East peace progress in Washington, D.C. In 1986, US President Ronald Reagan announces formation of Commission of Inquiry and Challenge of the Challenger accident. I remember that very well. Back in 1986, the Pope and Mother Teresa meet in Calcutta. Back in 1993, federal trial of 4 police officers charged with civil rights violation on audio tape beating Rodney King. begins in Los Angeles, California. Back in 1994, President Bill Clinton lifts U.S. trade embargo against Vietnam. On this day in history, in 1998, stamp commemoration or commemorating Princess Di of Wales go on sale in Britain. In 2003, actress Lana Clarkson is shot and killed by Phil Spector at Spector's house in Alhambra, California. In 2009, Eric Holder becomes the 82nd and first African-American U.S. Attorney General, succeeding Michael Muskie. 2014, 2 students are shot and killed in a school shooting in Moscow. In 2021, U.S. President Joe Biden signs executive order to reunite immigrants' families, setting up a new task force to address about 1,000 remaining separate families. In 1918, comedian Joey Bishop was born in the Bronx. 1926, comedian Shelley Berman was born in Chicago, Illinois. In 1938, actor Victor Bono. Victor Bono was born in San Diego, California. In 1938, boxer Emil Griffith was born in St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands. He passed away in 2013. In 1943, Dennis Edwards of the Temptations was born in Fairfield, Alabama. He passed away in 2018. Here he is, 1950, actress Morgan Fairchild. She celebrates her birthday. She was born on this day in Dallas, Texas. She's 72 today. Happy birthday. 1965, actress Maura Tierney was born in Boston, Massachusetts. She celebrates her birthday today. She's 57. Actress Isla Fisher, born on this day in 1976 in Muscat, Omar, and she's 45 years old. On this day in history, in 1994, which wasn't too long ago in history, actor Jean-Claude Van Damme weds Darcy Lapierre in Bangkok. In 2006, actress Glenn Close, she marries David Evans Shaw in Maine. 2015, actor Johnny Depp weds model Amber Heard at their home in Los Angeles, California. In 2018, actor John Stamos weds model Caitlin McHugh at their Little Brown Chapel, a Little Brown Church in Studio City, California. Okay, in 1999, actress Angelina Jolie divorced Johnny Lee Miller after 3 years of marriage. And let's see, US President Woodrow Wilson died on this day in 1924 at the age of 67 from a stroke. He was born December 28, 1856, and he was born in Salton City, Virginia. And 1991, actress Nancy Colt, who plays on the Beverly Hillbillies, she passed away of cancer in 1969. 2006, Grandpa Al Lewis of the Munsters passed away at the age of 82. In 2014, Joan Mandel, wife of U.S. Vice President Walter Mondale, dies of Alzheimer, and she was 83. And that's this day in history. And if you know anything that's happening in this day in history, please pass it along, because this way we would love to pass it along to the rest of you who are out there as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, and the show is called Talk Back Live. Of course, we're in our first stage of this new format that we got going. We're doing it through Zoom. So this way now, my guys, Brian Camp and DJ Pete, they could actually do it live instead of doing by the telephone, which we got tired of it. We got tired of the telephone. We got tired of it. Telephones is we just got tired of it. And we were getting the bugs out tonight, so we learned a few things or experienced a few things that's not going to happen when we do the coffee hour tomorrow. So we're going to go smooth sailing. And as far as YouTube, we're sorry about that. We don't know what happened with that. We had it up and running for a minute, and we just don't know what happened. But we're going to get the bottom. We're going to get to the bottom of all of that, and we'll see what happens. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. It's now 10 minutes to the hour, and thank you guys for tuning in, watching us on Instagram, as you're so faithful. Now, the thing about Instagram, on Instagram, they couldn't see Brian because the service that we're doing with Facebook and YouTube does not apply to our friends over there at Instagram. Sorry about that. But we keep the show going for you. We keep the show going for you as much as possible. Okay. And so there you have it. Listen, you guys know all about those movies, those classic movies that you love. You love those classic movies, right? Well, we got some classic movies for you. And of course, we're going to make sure that we get them to you because these are the things that that matter. All right. And that's what we do each week. We bring you those classic movies because we think that you may like them. And if you like them, and we hope that you do like them, we invite you to tune in for them. So what we're going to do right now is tell you what we got this week. Let's start off with this movie called Key Largo back in 1948. Key Largo with Humphrey Bogart, Edward G. Robinson, and Lauren Bacall. Betty Bacall, too, for, you know, that's how she was born. But Lauren Bacall, and that's going to be on Turner Classic Movies, and that's happening tomorrow, Friday at 6:15 p.m. right there on Turner Classic Movies. A great movie, another classic for you. Here's something that all of you guys like. You've probably seen it many times before, and you never get tired of seeing it. 1967, Sidney Poitier's To Sir with Love, which comes on directly after Key Largo. That comes on Turner Classic Movies. That's tomorrow night. It comes on at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then another Sidney Poitier movie that follows, I believe, but this one is coming on Sunday. It's called Lilies of the Field. Lilies of the Field back in 1963. Remember that, Sidney Poitier? And of course, that comes on Turner Classic Movies. That'll be on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we invite you to check out all of these movies. Now, when you watch these movies are not going to overlap. So you can watch every one of them. They're all on Turner Classic Movie, and they're not going to overlap by any means. So if you don't like those movies, or I'm pretty sure you like them, but you figure they may be more that I didn't mention, but these are just my picks. All you have to do is go on Turner Classic and go through the menu. Go through the menu and the program guide, and you can see all of that. All of the movies that they have there, just scroll right through it. And you might see something that you particularly like in conjunction with what I just gave you. And so you can watch those. This is going to be a good weekend for people who live in New York to watch these things, because we're going to get inclement weather once again, so I'm told, unless it changes within the next 24 hours. So also, if you are a subscriber to cable, of course, you can go on demand and watch a lot of these things too. You go on demand, they have all the networks there. You like those Lifetime movies? Well, they have those there. You can go on Movie on Demand. They have a lot of great movies that goes from decade to decade, from the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, 60s, and so forth and so on. And they may be movies that you haven't seen in a long time that you'll probably get the chance to see. And we hope you do, but there are a lot of movies. Also, if you're a sports person, you may want to go and check out, if you missed an event, like I like wrestling, if you missed an event, whatever channel that was on or whatever network it was on, you could always go back the following day and do it on demand and check it out in full. And all of that's there for you, all there for the liking. It's great. Okay, so those movies, again, I'll repeat for you. They're all great movies. Key Largo with Humphrey Bogart, Edward G. Robinson, and Lauren Bacall. That comes on tomorrow night, Friday, on Turner Classic Movies at 6:15 p.m. That should kick off your weekend. To Sir with Love with Sidney Poitier. That's tomorrow, directly after Key Largo at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then on Sunday, at 8 p.m. Eastern. Sidney Poitier, once again, Lilies of the Field. And that's all right there on Turner Classic Movies. And everything's Eastern I just gave you. You know, speaking of Sidney Poitier, you know, there are some movies out there that I haven't even seen of Sidney Poitier movies. Now, here's a movie that Sidney Poitier that did with Bobby Darin. I think it was called Pressure Point. It's called Pressure Point. He did it with Bobby. You know, either I haven't seen it in so long, or haven't seen it in full, or whatever. I just found it. I looked at it. I watched it on YouTube. I downloaded. I put it in my files, and it's a movie that probably I haven't seen in a long time. But they're all great movies. It's called Pressure Point with Bobby Darin. I can't even remember him ever doing a movie with Bobby Darin. And those of you who are too young to remember Bobby Darin, you probably remember the song, If I Sung It For You, Splish Splash, I Was Taking a Bath, all around a Saturday night. Bobby Darin. Now, he did that with Sidney Poitier. It's a great movie, though. Great movie. And so there are other great movies. They were doing some back-to-back movies with Sidney Poitier earlier during the week on Turner Classic Movies. And it's about time. They should do a whole day. Maybe not a whole day, but you know, a great string of Sidney Poitier movies. And I thought that they would do that when he passed away. Evidently, they didn't do it, but there was a part when I think they maybe showed maybe like 3 in a row or something like that. I'm not sure. But they're all classic movies. And there's another movie that he did back in 1950, and I repeated about this movie a lot of times before. I said something about this movie a lot of time before. It's called No Way Out. And Sidney Poitier was playing a doctor. He was playing a doctor, and he was playing. It was a touching movie because he was playing as a doctor, but the racist, all of the racist overtones were there. And you know something? Back in 1950, I understood that one of the actors, as they were doing the show and the way they took their break and went to their trailers, and went over to Sidney Poitier's trailer, and he went to apologize for them. He apologized for using the constant N-word, you know, which they did in that movie a lot. And there was a scene where an old lady spit in his face, and he was supposed to be like the best doctor in the hospital that he worked for admired him. He was supposed to be the best doctor, but they didn't want him. They didn't want him treating his brother. His brother got shot. Him and his brother got shot. And it was a good movie. No Way Out. I would imagine if you went on YouTube, you can find it. No Way Out, black and white from 1950. And just the other day, maybe about 2 or 3 days ago, about 2 days ago, I was watching Edge of the City. That's another great Sidney Poitier movie. More racist overtones, but you know, that's how they did it. The good thing about Sidney Poitier, though, is that he chooses what he want to play. He's not going to play any role like a lot of people will, and it's about the money. You know, they're going to play for the money. It's all about the money. And Sidney Poitier just didn't feel that he was able to do that, or he should do that, so he never did that. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes in show business. And I think a lot of people, especially African-American actors, take a tip from that and not just play any role that's handed to them. You know, they, African-Americans are through with the Aunt Jemimas and the butlers and the shoe shine guy and all of that, you know, they're through with them. And so they want to pick their own, some act, not all of them, not all of the actors feel that way, because whatever's thrown at them, they'll take it because of the money. They need the money. Obviously, they need the money. And that's another show. And speaking of another show, we got one coming up tomorrow called Talk Back Live, the Coffee Hour. Brian Camp will be here with the latest developments in today's world of sports. DJ Pete won't be here, so I will be filling in for him. And of course, we'll have all kinds of fun, and we hope that you enjoy, and hope that you enjoy us. That's tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Other than that, I will be back here, and hopefully it'll be a better show the next time, right here on Talk Back Live. And I hope that you will be here. Brian Camp will be here with the latest developments in today's world of sports with the sports update and a lot of things happening. So ladies and gentlemen, until that time, we will see you. Have a great morning, good afternoon, good evening, and most of all, good night. Take care.